Well, here we go. Sorry about the delay there. What does it mean to be left wing in 2022? I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you. There we go. That was my attempt at trying to be a YouTuber. All right. So let's, this is not going to be an exhaustive list. This is more of the, the generalizations that kind of exist. So the big one is petty arguments over small details. I think would obviously be the biggest one, being left wing. I think secondly is basically disliking, I'm talking about this from a Western perspective here, but I just want to make sure. You have to dislike religion in all its forms, um, but then give lip service to Satanism because it's not Anton LaVey style Satanism anymore. So, yeah. And basically try to bring back the old, atheist sort of community that was really big on YouTube, um, but really isn't there the same way. Like I said, there's a lot of confusion there, isn't there? Where it's just like, let's talk about the anti-Islam effect, this and that. Oh wait a minute, aren't you an atheist though? Because that kind of goes along with it, right? If you're generally left wing, you're gonna be an atheist. We know that at least an atheist, maybe an anti-theist. Which I'll get into the difference here of those in a minute, but it's a very interesting thing to be left wing today in the Western world. Um, it's okay for you to like media that is anti-capitalist, apparently. Even though they're making money off it. So if you're talking about like Squid Game, or you're talking about what is that other Korean, basically a lot of South Korean stuff. But of course, they're still going to dislike the DPRK, though, probably. So, it's one of those types of things. Um, Another side of being left wing, I guess, quote unquote, would be declaring yourself not left wing. So, you can support Stalin and support, his policies. Say what you will. I mean, he got shit done. I'll put it that way. I can say that because I'm fairly removed from that. I'm about, you know, damn near, what is it, like 70 something? Well, hold on. Yeah, about 70 something years apart from his death. So I can say that. But he got shit done. But, you may just call yourself a tanky and you're not considered left wing. Because, of course, Lenin wrote that, famous pamphlet, I think, that was called, you know, left wing communism and infantile disorder. So, like I say, it's a very delicate thing to not call yourself left wing, you know. So, I mean, there's that. There are many, like I said. But here's the biggest difference is I was talking about with religion, where it's just like, we don't like the anti Muslim rhetoric that's pushed in the United States. You're against religion, though, right? Well, yeah, we're against it, but we're like I said, they give the old bullshit idea of we just dislike the church. That doesn't mean we dislike the believers. They're trying to push this sort of Leninist sort of idea where it's like, we just want religion to be a private thing. That's all. Unless it informs your politics. And then, but that's a whole other thing. They're pushing more of an atheistic sort of a, what is the phrase that I'm thinking of here? More of a, not an atheistic culture, but more of a monotheist. No. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Non-religious synonym. Here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and look this up. I will probably try to edit this out. Non-religious, God-fearing antonyms. Non-religious, irreligious, churchless, unchurched. Secular. That's the word I was thinking of. I apologize. Well, we'll edit that down a little bit. But anyway, secular. They want to push for more of a secular society. Basically, they don't, like I say, the more mainstream. Well, I say mainstream, but the more realistic thing is to say, well, we want to make these big churches like Notre Dame. We want to make them into museums where people can enjoy. We just don't want you to practice that. Now, of course, that's more of the atheistic and secular sort of idea versus the full on anti theist sort of idea where we're just going to burn churches to the ground. We're going to demolish them in whatever way we can. As we saw in Canada just a few months ago with the discovery of the native schools in Canada and the involvement of the Catholic Church. And of course, as always, plenty of Catholic churches were destroyed or damaged, but they also destroyed I think it was like an African Orthodox church or something, or like an Ethiopian Orthodox church. So, but that's a whole other thing as well, where it's like, we want to talk about native, or excuse me, indigenous peoples, this and that, and respect their form of religion as well, which is more of a polytheism, this and that. Like I say, it's very schizophrenic. And you could say that about the right wing as well. But it all depends on what circles you run in this and that. Generally speaking, to be a left winger today is to be smug. It's to be very smug, very arrogant, but also very depressing and very depressive. Where it's like, bruh, climate change is going to kill us all. Run around like crazy. What are you going to do about it? Well, why not support Greenpeace? Well, isn't Greenpeace more of a lib movement? Well, like I say, I could go on and on, but I think this is starting to get awkward, and the pauses are kind of feeling awkward. So you know what? I think I'll wrap it up here. But that's kind of the basic checklist of being left wing in 2022. Basically, you either choose to being like a tanky where you kind of respect, Marxist Leninism, as promoted by Stalin, or maybe what Mao Zedong talked about, but dab on, the Maoists or dab on, the so-called tankies, this and that. But then you could also be like a full-on like suck them and be like, well, we're gonna be principled here. You're a principled guy where you say America's bad, but Russia's worse. That's obviously the new take of the day recently. So yeah, like I say, it's kind of disappointing. I will be doing a video though, don't worry. Uh Shitting on right wing. What does it mean to be right wing in 2022? So stick around for that one. Which I'm gonna record right about now. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. See you later. Goodbye.